Hi guys, I'm Barbara and this is Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. This is an all Cancerian channel. Cross watchers are welcome. If you're looking for other placements, please check out my main channel, Quartz Rose Tarot. The link is in the description box below the video. If you're looking for my information to book a personal reading, you will find it there as well. We do have, and let me find it, our new tarot deck, Magical Fantasy Tarot, is available on our website at quartzrosetarot.com if you're interested. We are also giving away a free deck this month, and we are also giving away free 3-question readings till the end of the month. So if you're interested, hashtag reading, hashtag deck, or hashtag both. You must be subscribed to win. So guys, let's get into this. I think I'm going to do a twin flame update. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for Cancer. Tell me about Cancer. What's going on in the relationship between Cancer and their twin, please? What is the thing they need to know about the most right now? Okay. So, Cancer, what this is telling me is that, yes, one of the biggest things that we have to do in a twin flame is be patient, because it's about divine timing, not our timing. The divine has this final say. And the sad thing here is that, when we make plans, God laughs, but patience is the most important thing, and surrender. And here's what surrender is. Surrender is not surrendering to people treating you any kind of way. Surrendering is surrendering to God's method, or not even the method here. The surrender is to know that the process, and so it's almost like surrendering to the process, understanding that what's meant for you is yours in divine timing. Okay, so surrender to that and be patient. Trust the process. Trust the process. It will come about the way it's meant to come about, and nothing you can do can change that. You're meant to learn the lessons, and when you learn the lessons and think of it as everything that comes at you in a way that you feel is hurtful is actually teaching something in it, and it's helping you grow. And I mean, anytime somebody's doing even negative, even if they're doing magic, whatever they're doing, it's going to help you change something that needs to be changed. So you could be stuck in a certain mindset, doing things by rote, automatic. And then all of a sudden this happens to you, and you realize the light bulb goes off on something has to change here. Whatever that is if this person wouldn't have done this, this change wouldn't have happened. So look at it with a positive perspective. The nostalgia is, we think about the past too much. We put too much into the past. This is almost like you really need to evaluate this journey. Like, yes, this happened in the past, but I need to keep my eyes focused on the forward, moving forward, focused on what's in front of me, not what's behind me, because there's bigger lessons, there's hurdles that you need to overcome, but there's also bigger blessings coming at you once you do that. So let's get into all 12 signs. So a very important lesson with the patience and surrender. Yes, it's okay to think about the past once in a while, but it's also not to where it's drowning you out. You need to focus on the future. You need to see what's in front of you, because you're not walking backwards. Tell me about all 12 signs, starting with Aries. Cancer, if you're dealing with an Aries twin flame, they're wanting to communicate to you how much they love you. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they may be trapped in their head still about a karmic. If you're dealing with a Gemini, they could be blocking you, Cancer, but they also could be trying to overcome obstacles to get to you. If you're dealing with another Cancer, there's still a third-party deception here. If you're dealing with a Leo, There may be awakening. They may be having an awakening here, awakening to a new beginning. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they're holding back because they don't want to fight. If you're dealing with a Libra, they're heartbroken over the relationship. They're heartbroken over the commitment. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, so I feel like Scorpio needs to have that light bulb moment. They really need to take a bigger look at they need to look at the bigger picture, but they need the strength to look at this bigger picture. They need to see what's really happening, okay? And they haven't done that yet. They haven't seen what's really happening. They haven't figured that out yet. And if you're dealing with a Sagittarius wants to be with you. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, they're spying on you. They may be rushing in and rushing out. They're spying. So I feel like this person, like they're all over the place. Like with that Knight of Wands, they're like in and out, in and out, in and out. They could be on your social media, all different accounts, watching you. They may be driving by your house, your work. They've got their eye on you. They've got their eye on you, Cancer. Tell me about if you're dealing with an Aquarius. There's that Four of Wands. And I feel like there's attacks on the relationships right now. I feel like this relationship is being attacked right now. It could be by third parties, but I feel like this relationship's being attacked right now. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, they feel like you're not going to talk to them and you've left them out in the cold. They feel like it's over, but it's not. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So Cancer, you've got to be patient and surrender to the process, right? Okay, so let's see what we have. Tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer and their journey. It's about the past. Tell me about, actually, let's not look at the past here. Let's do something a little different. Just what are the lessons? What are the main lessons that Cancer needs to know in this twin flame journey right now? What do they need to know? So you're back and forth between regret and love, or this is almost like you're juggling regret or remorse. You're back and forth. Love, you can't get this person out of your head. You love them dearly. And you do. I mean, now here's the thing. I hope that you guys understand something very clearly, that I am a twin and that I've been on this process on this journey since I was 16 years old, and I'm 60 now, okay? I reconnected with my twin when I was 49, and my twin passed away 2.5 years ago. And yes, we don't always come into union. That is true. But I will tell you, we do, though. We do or we don't. Even though my twin's passed, he's one of my guardians. He is my main guardian. He is the one that's watching over me. He has to finish the journey with me, whether he's in this life or on the other side. So he's the one guiding me on my path to do what I'm meant to do here. So we're still in tandem. We're still in tandem in this, okay? So understand that this love that you have for this person is because you've been with this person in multiple lifetimes, okay? This is something that doesn't go away, that you can never cut the cord between the two of you. Some people say, well, you cut the cord when they die. Well, that's what I thought too, until, I'm a channeler and he's right there. So he's with me, holding my hand through all of it and guiding me. So you guys realize that this is going to happen regardless, okay? This person is not meant to teach you lessons. You learn the lessons from the karmic. The karmic is meant to teach both of you the lessons, right? The lessons are you growing. One is breaking their ego and learning how to stand in their power without being a complete jackass. And the Empress is to understand their worth and value and be perfectly okay by themselves. If that's what need be, I'm good with ruling the kingdom on my own, okay? Knowing your worth and value, knowing your inner strength, all of that. And that all comes together. Once it comes together, the actual journey of a twin flame is not about necessarily the love connection, which there is a deep love connection there, but this is about helping raise the vibration of everybody on earth, okay? This is about changing. We are in such a dark place right now that people don't even realize. And the meaning of a twin is to help pull us out of that, okay? And so understand you do have a divine purpose. You wouldn't be getting attacked, honestly, if you didn't have a higher purpose. The devil wouldn't give two shits about you if you didn't have a higher purpose. I promise you that. So understand the journey. It's a lot deeper than what people realize. There's so many layers to it. And, when I hear people say, well, I'm going to believe them, believe whoever the hell you want to believe. It's up to you. The fact of the matter is, this is my life and this is what I've lived and this is what I've learned. And I'm trying to show you what I've done. So your lesson here is that you're back and forth about this. You're in your head. I don't even feel like you have regret or remorse, but you're very much in your head about this. It's like it's very painful to you, right? This love, you cannot get this person out of your head and you just want to reconcile with them. You just want to be with them. But you do have somebody here doing witchcraft, okay? The devil's illusion. They're attacking the relationship. Right? This is an Empress in the Minor Arcana, the Queen of Pentacles. They're attacking your happiness and your wish fulfillment in this relationship. They don't want you to come together. Of course, they don't want you to come together because this is spiritual warfare. Okay? It's good against evil at this point, right? And I feel like this cycle is going to end. It's going to end. This nonsense right here is going to end. There will be emotional communication. There will be a heart-to-heart communication with your person. Okay, here he is. He's coming in a lower vibration than the Emperor, but this is still the Emperor. Okay, and you've got a new beginning coming. Okay, it's going to transform. And you're going to move forward. Right? There will be equal give and take. Right? And this will be rebuilt with an Emperor. Hello, with the Emperor. It's going to be rebuilt. Things are going to happen when they're meant to happen. They're just saying, trust the process. Trust. And a lot of the times when all of this happens, they're meant to teach you lessons. And I promise you, I've been through it. Everything that happened to me, including the nonsense that I've had to deal with black magic coming at me, has taught me everything that I need to know to help other people. Right? So where it was meant to harm me, it actually helped me and it taught me and I grew from it. Right? So I understand things differently. And I don't have, I'm going to tell you, here's the thing. I don't have one bit of hate in my heart for anybody who's tried to harm me. I simply put them in God's hands. I really do. Because at the end of the day, I had to learn a lesson somehow. Whatever that is. I mean, even currently, if there's something happening, understand that that's going to teach you a lesson and help you grow. You're going to come out the other side, changed for the better. So what else does my Kansas need to know about this crazy journey called the twin flame? Somebody may be working on trying to hold you back from your wish by having a tower moment cut you out from your wish fulfillment. So, here's the thing. They're there to serve a purpose too. The irony is they're there to serve a purpose too, no matter how dark and shady they could be and how hurtful they could be. They're still there to teach you lessons, working on holding you back. Right? They're trying to hold you back from your wish, from your hopes, your dreams. And it's causing a tower moment for you because you want them to be cut out because your wish fulfillment is to choose the path, the right path. You need to be put on your path. I feel like this is your path. right? Your wish fulfillment is to be on your path. And so many times when you're dealing with somebody doing chaos magic, or you're dealing with somebody who's doing black magic, they're got you veered over here, paying attention to this, trying to protect yourself versus your path, right? They're having you take your eyes off the path when you need to really just ignore this and focus on the path, right? Because if you're walking on that path, you know who's walking with you, right? And over here, they're trying to deter you from seeing what's really in front of you, right? Trying to throw up all these roadblocks around you, or even detours, okay? And sometimes they do detour you off your path with all their nonsense, but you will still get back on this path, I promise you, right? Because this is where you're meant to be, where your family is. This is your 10 of cups. This is all 10 cups. This is your divine connection between you and your twin flame. Pre-empress energy. You know this, right? You're having that aha moment where you really are seeing the bigger picture in all of this. And usually, and not all cases, but usually, it is the Empress that finishes the journey before the Emperor, because the Emperor's ego is harder to break than it is for the Empress. Okay. So, I mean, we're just, maybe it's because we're programmed differently in that aspect. We deal with things differently. We have better coping skills. Okay. Not always, but most cases. Okay. So I want to, I don't want the men, the emperors out there saying, well, you're wrong. No, I'm not. You guys, you're ego driven. It's ego driven. It's visual. And that's harder to overcome sometimes than it is to know your worth and value. Okay. So you understand that you feel like you've been betrayed by your King of Swords. Okay. But this King of Swords is in fight mode. They're going to figure this out too. Because, sometimes you say, well, I'm victimized by, I don't want to be a victim in this. You're not a victim in this. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about a soulmate connection. If you have somebody cheating on you and you don't feel this deep connection to where you cannot stop thinking about this person and that you're drawn to them like a magnet, that's just a soulmate. And a soulmate, close the door on that, because you could have a soulmate as a dog. There's a soulmate around you everywhere you look. Okay. Keep it pushing with that. Nobody's telling you have to live in this. I'm not talking about a twin flame. You don't have an opportunity to walk away from this. This is a soul contract. Big difference between just dating some idiot down the street. Okay. Is somebody doing you dirty? Leave them in the past. If this is a connection that you can break free from, it is not a twin flame. You cannot break free from a twin flame, period. So this process is going to come to an end. You're going to have all of this negativity and all of these things because these lessons are being learned. This is coming full circle with something. This is completing a karmic cycle, okay? And sometimes you have to look at it too. With some of the things that happen to us we're paying for ancestral karma, okay? Is part of this as well. Clearing out all the karma in that. This is part of that, with that world, that ending. And yes, there have been a lot of fighting and there's been a lot of control issues. Somebody has been trying to cause a bunch of havoc and unnecessary nonsense with this Five of Swords, right? But I feel like it's going to illuminate. It's almost like you're going to see this. You're going to see this because it's going to be illuminated to you. And there will be forward movement for you. Okay, you're going to also, because they're going to, and then you'll rush right back in. See, this is rushing right back into the relationship. So I feel like once you see what's going on, there's going to be communication with you, and then you're going to rush right back into the relationship. It's going to be like nothing ever happened, and you'll be moving forward. It's almost like you come together, you go, it's like in waves. Okay, so understand that this is going to happen the way it happens. 1919 was just on the clock. So I'm going to see what else we can get here. But guys, look up 1919. That might be a message for you, a synchronicity for you. That might be important to your journey. What else does Cancer need to know about the journey? What else does Cancer need to know about the journey? The deception is what's holding him back from communicating with you. So You're kind of in fight mode, and I love this is my favorite part of the Empress. I love her when she's the Queen of Swords. This is when she is going to kick ass and take names. She's not going to play anybody's game. You better come at her correct or don't bother her at all. Okay. And he's still in that King of Wands mode. He hasn't gone to the Emperor yet, but the deception is holding him back from communicating with you. So, whatever the deception is, now it could be somebody who's causing drama, or that he may be in a guilty, he may be in his ego about things, and that's what's holding him back. But it could be guilt from a deception. But I feel in divine timing, there's emotional communication, a lot of it, about the burdens, and now mastering his emotions and seeing this. He's unhappy with himself. So he's going to go through, that dark night of the soul, like, wow, it's almost like the epiphany of having to really take a really deep look at ourselves from the inside out, and then we grow from that as well. So that's a growth period that's coming, because that's what I'm seeing here, divine timing, emotional communication about the burden, and mastering their emotions to see how unhappy it is, how unhappy they are. They're working on cutting out the harsh truth, and they're heartbroken. So they're like, this person's trying to overcome their own obstacles, their own ego in this case, so that they can take that leap, right? They're nervous about this. They're very guarded, and they're back and forth because of the love they feel. They know they have to close the cycle. They have to end the cycle. They have to do what they're meant to do. They have to stay on their path. So guys, I'm going to leave it right there. If that resonates with you, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope everybody has a blessed week.